Hello everybody, welcome back to another Breath the Great Away Minecraft video. And today we're working on part 1 for the interior for the 1910 SS France. So I do have Zach here on a voice call
Hi.
with me. This is Zach. Say hello.
Hi.
No, say hello.
Hello.
There we go. So this is the SS France 1910. The exterior was built by Richlarrousse. There are a few changes on here that were made by us. Like, for example, these lifeboats aren't Richlarouse's design. I think these davits, uh, Zach
It's
modified or something. Also, the rigging is all Zach's design.
yeah.
The rigging will be in, like, probably the very last part of the tutorial. It's not even finished yet. Um,
Yeah. There are some skylights and stuff. There's one skylight I
where is it?
added.
Oh, okay. Wait,
It's
where,
in the
where
bow.
is it? Hold on. I'm gonna
It's in the
TP to you.
bow.
On the bow.
That
Oh,
skylight.
this skylight here. You added that
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, I added.
Where does it go? Just
It's for like the library or something.
okay. So we'll get to that eventually.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess I'll do a quick fly through of the ship. Just to give a little glance at it. Nope, not adventure mode, spectator mode. So, we've been working really hard on this. We've been trying to get it as accurate as possible, but there are very, very few deck plans. So a lot of this is, I think, just made up, right? A lot of it.
Yeah. I
Alright.
did a diagram of the ship and like a full deck plan thing. It's hard to read, but I managed to put my effort in it.
Yep, that's good. I mean, it looks amazing, I will say, especially for your first time doing your own interior. Like, especially these engines, they just look beautiful,
Yeah.
knowing that you've never even done anything like that before. It looks great.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is mostly Zach's project. He's done basically everything in it. I mean, really, all I've helped with is just like this generator room and like some deck plans or like wall color, floor color, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's really all just made by him. So,
Yeah.
anyway, if we move on to the tutorial now, um, we'll start with all these decks here. So, right now we just have the hold on for the tutorial part. It'll make things a lot easier, like Pipkin does.
Mm.
You first have this deck here. I don't know what the. Do you have labels for the decks? Like, do you know which deck is which? Like, what they're called? Like,
Hold on.
where's A deck? Where's A deck?
Uh-huh.
Is it right under the boats? Is this A deck here? Is this
Hey,
here A deck?
probably not. Hold on. Let me go
Uh,
to the deck.
yeah, just
Bit.
just figure out those deck plans. But while he does that, I'll show where these decks are. So you have this one around the forecastle here, 3 block gap. And you have the next one, 3 block gap. You have the next one, 3 block gap. You have the next one, 3 block gap. You have the next one, 3 block gap, and you have the next one. So in total, you should have, including this top one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decks. So it's
Yeah.
2 decks that are really touching the red here, as you can see. Um, so inside the hall, so everything that you really haven't built. So
Yeah.
I think in the tutorial there's a deck. This deck here. So under that deck, there's 4 decks. All supposed to be deluxe
Yeah.
here. But anyway, we'll move on now. So if you go to, let's start at the very tip of the bow here. And, well, I've never actually done something like this. Hold on. Okay, I think I figured it out. So from this is a line here. This is the very
Mm.
bottom of the ship. If you go from this block here, and you count back on the 17th block, so right under here, you're going to make your first bulkhead, which right now we just have the outlines in to show you. So that goes up to this first deck here, that last deck down. Um, this is the forward peak tank. So what you can do is just fill in the bulkhead first of all, And yep, Zach's helping out here a little bit. And then
Right.
also, I guess you can fill in the bottom too. Fill netherite. We're just using netherite for this part. And then for all these walls, just line with netherite block as well. So Zach, we really only need to do one side, and then we can copy and flip and paste it. So
Yeah, I'm doing the side that you're doing.
yeah,
It's very slow for me because I'm on bedrock.
yeah. Zach is on on PlayStation, Xbox.
PlayStation.
All right. So yep, just nearly done now, and there we go. So I'll copy from here. We'll select things from here. We'll go outside of the ship for this part.
Hmm.
Just go from like there. Should work. And then I'll stand in the middle and copy, flip, right, and paste. There we go. Perfect. So now on this part below right below the floor, you're gonna fill this with netherite right there. So this is the forward peak tank, and it might have been split down the center, but you know, there's really no way to know. So on top of that, fill oak planks on top of that. You can really just do that.
And
Uh,
where this area is cargo areas.
yeah, it will be. We'll get it's for another video. So anyway,
Yeah.
you have this bulkhead here. Right behind that, get red terracotta and smooth quartz. And so you're gonna want to basically just align this first um, uh, bulkhead here. And I'll be just a second because my anyway, no, that's over. So yeah, like I said, just line these walls, line the first block. So what is it? The first 4 blocks up to here with red
Yeah.
terracotta, and then for the rest of this bulkhead, just for on the netherite, just for now, just cover with smooth quartz. So fill this all in. There we go. Now this bulkhead goes up an additional deck, so bring this up 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and all this gets filled in
Mhm.
with just smooth quartz. So our bulkheads, unlike Pipkin's, are actually only 1 block thick. Well, sometimes 2.
Yeah.
1 to 2 blocks thick. It just gives us a bit more space and like on the inside. So
Yeah.
also when you put in the bulkheads, you can wrap your decks around them like we did here. So
Yeah.
um, next bulkhead, from this wall here, leave a 4 block gap, and on the 5th block, make your next bulkhead, which goes up the same height as the previous one. So just fill in the first 4 layers with red terracotta. Now a lot of this, like I said, is just basically just speculation, just guessing. A lot of it is made up, so you know, or we're not even totally sure that there's that red stripe at the bottom. But based on
Yeah.
like the Titanic and stuff like that, there probably was.
The error.
Yeah. So, and then in between these bulkheads here, you can put in your floor. We just use cyan terracotta. You could also use like deep slate tiles or something. But
This
it
is
is,
mostly. This is like a chain locker, so too.
yeah. So this is the chain locker. So it's the second block up from the floor. So there should be a 1 block gap from the bottom of the ship and this floor. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, this deck just wraps around. So then the next bulkhead after that, leave a 18 block space. On the 19th block, put your next bulkhead. And once
Mm.
again, make the first 3 blocks just red terracotta. Or in 4 blocks, not 3. Bring this across. And then this one goes up 1 deck higher than those other 2. So it actually goes up into the black section here, which we can use World Edit for this, which I'll get to now. There we go. Just make things a little bit quicker.
Mm-hmm.
And
Good
then,
old World Edit.
yep, just fill in the cyan terracotta floor underneath this. So I'll use the fill tool for that. There we go. And then, yep, we just have the decks wrap around. Next bulkhead, go from this block, go to the 24th block back is where you put your next bulkhead. And this one goes up a deck lower than the first one before. So you have, well, if we consider this to be B deck here,
Mm-hmm.
then C, D, E, F. If we say this is F deck, then the first two go touch the floor of E deck,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next one touches the floor of D, and then the next one touches E again. So anyway, we'll fill in this red terracotta.
Okay.
So while we fill this in, I'm sure Zach can tell you a little bit about the SS France. What do you know about it?
Well, I know the SS France was a pretty famous ship at the time, made by the same company as Normandy and the more famous Ile de France from that movie. Well, the ship in the World War I, it was a troop ship and a hospital ship,
Yes, it was indeed in World War One. That's pretty cool.
and the ship was also nicknamed the French Olympic
Very
because of
cool.
its because it was beautiful interior. We'll get to that when.
I will say I haven't really even seen any of his Minecraft designs for like the most beautiful parts of it, like the grand staircase sort of thing. But I have seen pictures of it, and it does look very amazing. So anyway, next
Yeah.
bulkhead after this one is I think this is a 36 block cap, so on the 37th uh,
Hmm.
is your red bulkhead. So fill up the first blocks with red terracotta, just like the ones before. So Zach, what did happen to the SS France eventually? Was it scrapped? Was it sunk?
Well, it was scrapped.
When? Oh yeah, and this bulkhead goes up into the black section too, like
I
that one
don't
over there.
really know the date and year of it, but it eventually probably get to that point, like any other ship, of being scrapped. But I'll tell you more if I can figure it out, like maybe the next video and stuff.
Okay. So yeah, this bulkhead goes up in that black section again, like that. What, third? Yeah, third bulkhead. So anyway, after this one, we got another bulkhead here. This is a 36 block gap again, so on the 37th block again for this bulkhead. And this is just the same height as before. I think this is the first boiler room. No, second boiler room, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Actually, yeah, it's the second boiler room. Because one of these bigger rooms are the boilers for the. This one was the boiler room for first. So you're on the third. So like the next is the third. This is the second boiler.
Yeah.
There should be four in total.
Really only 4 boiler rooms?
Yeah, for
Seems
each four
pretty
boiler.
surprising for
For
4
it's
propellers. But yeah. Like the Queen Mary had 4 propellers, and that thing had 5 boiler rooms and really powerful boilers at that.
well, each room it had like four boilers.
Yeah, these.
It has
Well,
four big boilers.
I
There's
think it
a
had the
landing.
same amount of boilers. About like in each room. Yeah, each room had 6 boilers, and the Queen Mary was also 6 boilers per, not per room, except for the first room and the Queen Mary. All the boiler rooms had 6 boilers. The first room had
But
3 Scotch boilers.
also, this ship is a smaller vessel.
Yeah, it is a bit smaller, quite a bit smaller. So the next bulkhead is another 36 block gaps on the 37th. Put your next bulkhead. And just fill all this in. So Zach, why exactly was the SS France so famous? Well, sort of famous, I guess.
Um, hold on. Well, it's also there is predecessor to the 1960 SS France too, and it's also because it's famous for its interior and stuff, and also its combination for an immigrant ship too.
Yes. So also this bulkhead goes up the same height as the other one. Really, the rest of
Yep.
these do, except for this one over here, which is what the after between the 2 engine rooms. This bulkhead is a little weirdly shaped.
Yeah, because that's where the engine turbine room casing is.
Uh, the,
That
okay,
oddly shaped one.
meant to do that command. There we go. So the next bulkhead is probably a 36 block gap. Oh,
Mm.
no. The next one is a 27 block gap. And so on the 28th block, you're going to want to put your bulkhead. Just like all the other ones. And it goes up, same height as the ones before. So, bring this up. And roll it at this. Fill in the floor. Making good timing here, too. We're like 18 minutes in about.
Yeah.
And that's including what happened with my mom. She had to call me. But, anyway,
And
yeah.
the wheel tall and
So anyway,
oh
leave a 26 block gap this time, and on your 27th block, place your next bulkhead. And I think, is this the one? Yeah, this is the weirdly shaped one. So first,
yeah.
just fill up the first 4 blocks with your red terracotta. Just do that first of all. And then on the sides, do like basically bring your bulkhead up to the last section of red, so deck lower than the ones before. I can world edit this part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come on. Set smooth quartz. There we go. So now there's this other little part that pokes up out of it. There was like rooms on stuff on the side. So from this block here, count to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th block in. And on that 12th block, go up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just bring that across. Same on this side. Go to the 12th block in, 4 up, and bring it across. And so this part is just more of the bulkhead. And then we just put the little decal around that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So now fill in the floor for this part. There we go. And actually, depending on the time we have, I might even be able to bring the propellers through. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, the next bulkhead is a 27 block gaps on the 28th. You're going to put your bulkhead, and this one goes up into the black section again. So I think I can probably world edit this red terracotta at this point. Set red. Come on, terracotta. Jeez. So now fill in the rest of this bulkhead, smooth quartz, and then fill in the floor. I do kind of feel bad for the people that were lit it. Goes by so much quicker with it.
Yeah.
So next bulkhead is to leave a 19 block gaps on the 20th block. Do your red terracotta walls. Let's see, set red terracotta, and then this bulkhead goes up the same height as one before. So set that smooth quartz, and then fill in the floor. There we go. And then I think, yeah, this is the last bulkhead, which is also the after peak tank. So from this
Hmm.
bulkhead, leave a, what is this? 31 block gap. So on the 32nd block, place your bulkhead. And this one, so bring up your red wall. And this one goes up the same height again. So Zach, actually, you can start taking out, well, actually, wait, don't do that yet. Ignore what I just said. So yeah, fill in these white walls first. We'll get to that peak tank in a second.
Yeah.
So set smooth quartz. So now, inside this peak tank here, there is another bulkhead, sort of.
Damn.
Basically,
Thing.
there's two decks in this compartment, like in here.
Mm.
So you
Yeah.
have this deck that goes on top of the bulkhead, and then the two decks under that, you're going to want to take these out. So just do replace oak planks air. And then inside this entire space, just align with blocks of netherite. So that includes this part along the bulkhead too. So I'll use a world edit for this part. Set netherite.
Oh wait, Brett.
What?
I missed something.
What'd you miss?
There's probably. Oh wait, there probably. Yeah. Never mind. There's probably no rooms in there. I was just looking at something that's. Yeah, we're good. You don't have to take it.
All right.
Okay. There you
Good.
go.
So, yeah, in here, just keep lining it, Zach, and get some help with lining these walls, because there are
Yeah.
quite a few. Well, we'll do this side here. Ah, so just line all these walls. I'll fill in the floor.
I gotta get
Fill
these.
netherite. Uh, 300. And then, yeah, this needs to go up all the way up here.
Okay. Getting some lag.
A lot of filling in, I will say.
Yeah.
This is probably the most tedious part of it, but it's worth it. So once again, in these peak tanks, there probably was a split down the middle, because peak tanks were also used as like ballast tanks sometimes. So chances are
Yeah.
there's a split down the middle. There might not have been. I don't think on the Titanic there was. The Titanic, I don't think there
Uh,
was actually. But
yeah.
whatever. So,
So you. So if you want to, you can fill some water and put water in it if you want to.
yep, I know in the Titanic it was also used as a ballast tank, but I'm just not sure about the split down the middle.
Yeah.
So I'll Copy, flip right, and paste. There we go. And then fill in the top.
You missed some
Fill.
parts.
Oh, I did?
Yeah,
Alright, you
I
got
filled it
it.
in.
Perfect. And then up top, just going to want to block this part off. And we'll fill oak planks. There we go.
Dang
I just want to check something at the front, forward peak tank. Okay,
it. Yeah.
so that's good. Let's see. Could we do the? Well, all right. Well, I guess we'll hold off on the propeller placements for now. So, oh shoot, forgot to fill in the floor on this bulkhead. Better do that real quick. Slash fill. Cyan terracotta 300. There we go. So that concludes part one of the SS France 1910 interior tutorial.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you want to right now, you could just. Well, actually, don't you have gray walls inside?
Gray walls.
Don't you have like a gray walls inside like the boiler rooms and whatnot?
It's white. It's the same color as the bulkheads.
Really?
Yeah, with the red stripe and white walls. Because
Because one was gray concrete, but or like a. Oh no, okay. Yeah, you just made the coal bunkers like a concrete. Chances are the
yeah,
coal bunkers were actually just the
probably the same.
also you didn't add the red stripe in here in the
Oh,
first
I
boiler
forgot.
room, but or no, second boiler room.
Yeah,
You forgot to add that red stripe, but you know, chances are the I might keep forgetting the name of it. Coal coal bunkers were actually probably the same color as the regular walls, so just that red stripe with the white on the rest of it. It's probably how
you
it
could
was, but you know,
you could do
you can
that
do really
or
whatever you want.
yeah,
It's not totally confirmed, so
yeah.
yeah, that is part one of the tutorial. Um, so like I said before in a post I had made, that I was originally going to do the SS Edmund Fitzgerald interior tutorials for this next series. However, the server for that, I had updated it to 1.20.6 and it refused to let me join. So, fortunately, I hadn't updated this server, so I was still able to join it. And so, the runner-up for the tutorial series was the SS France 1910 interior. So that's why I'm doing it. Um, so yeah, like I said in my other videos, and like lots of other people say, if you use our if you use our tutorials for like a video or social media post or something, just don't forget to credit us. You know, it doesn't hurt to credit people. It's our design. You know, it's illegal
Plus,
to.
I worked hard on this
Yeah,
too.
Zack works very hard on this. He works on it all the time.
Yeah,
So,
that's probably I've probably been like half a year working on this.
uh, has there, I think it might actually, yeah, be coming up on half a year if I'm working on this. So,
Yeah,
yeah, plagiarism is illegal. Don't do it. You know.
yeah.
So, yeah. Uh, well, I guess I will see you guys in the next video, which would be part two of this SS France interior tutorial. So, bye for now.